This is the FM lens varial diopter from Anamorphic shop, paired with a Schneider Super Cinelux anamorphic projection lens. So in this video I'm just gonna talk a bit about this setup. I do want to make more videos about anamorphic and kind of do a deep dive into the subject. We'll see what I'll be able to churn out in this time of self-quarantining. I've had this combination for almost 2 years now, so I thought now would be as good a time as any to share some of my experiences with it. So when I originally got this, I was completely new to all things anamorphic. I got a really good deal, so I couldn't resist. So I've used it quite a lot in these 2 years, and now I've definitely gotten a lot of great results with the FM lens, and optically it is quite good, but there are a number of downsides with this diopter, and the main things come down to simply the size. It is very big and heavy. The FM lens was one of the first varial diopters that were available, so you could definitely forgive some of its fault for the time, but they haven't really innovated the design in any way since, which makes it hard to recommend this at retail price. But with that being said, you can definitely find some good deals, and even Anamorphic shop themselves have been selling off about 10 units of these at half price once a year. I got mine used along with the Cinelux and a Helios 44-2 for what amounts to about $700. So what mainly makes this hard to work with is the size and weight. It is quite big, and the whole entire thing moves while you're focusing. So it has a travel distance of about 2.5 centimeters or 1 inch. So if you were to try to balance this on a gimbal, that would be quite hard. So this is mainly for handheld. The size of this thing makes it really hard to come up with any sort of ND solution. It has an inner thread of 105 millimeters, and the front diameter is 110 millimeters. And these aren't really common sizes when it comes to filters. So what I've been doing is I've been sandwiching a varial ND filter between the back of the Cinelux and the taking lens on my camera, which can be quite risky and not ideal at all. You really want the taking lens and the anamorphic lens to be as close together as possible. And as the whole thing moves and spins while you focus, you can't really use any type of matte box either. So the best solution would either be to have a lens adapter with drop-in ND filters, or just use a camera with internal ND. Now, another downside is that it doesn't come with a follow focus ring like many of the competitors do. On this I have a 3D printed follow focus gear from followfocusgears.com. They do make great follow focus gears, but in this case it didn't really work too good because of the rough texture on the FM lens. Kind of scrape the underside of the follow focus gears, which eventually led to it becoming quite loose. There is another one from RAF camera that is all metal, which screws onto the lens, which seems like a much better solution. So there are about 7 different options to my knowledge when it comes to variable diopters for anamorphic lenses. I of course only have experience using the FM lens, so I can't really speak too much about the other ones, but the main players are Rectilux and Rapido. I plan on moving over to the Rapido full package eventually, mainly just because I need to have a better ND solution. The Rapido and the Rectilux both have a 77mm thread, I believe, so I could use just regular variable ND filters on those. So with this setup I can clear about 40mm taking lenses on micro four thirds. I'm personally a big fan of the Cinelux lenses, as they retain a lot of sharpness, so they don't flare as much as other options, but I really like the image quality they produce, and to me the flares aren't as important. That's it for me. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.